The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
What's up, everyone? Staniel Smooth here. I wanted to show you guys a cool thing we're doing. This podcast is sponsored by Canada Dips, the newest lineup to the dip game, but in CBD form. The Canada Dips lineup features products made for every man's lifestyle. All tins are proudly crafted from the hills of Humboldt County in California. It's filled with flavor and will give you that good vibe that CBD brings to the room. So what are you waiting for? Use the promo code BELLYUP20 in all caps at CanadaDips.com for 20% off your next order. That's BELLYUP20 at CanadaDips.com.
It's time to BS.
I've had a very interesting week or two. But I'm here nonetheless to give you some crazed content, however you may feel it, or however you may seem fit. But with that being said, we're coming to you from the lovely beaches of Long Island, New York, and part of the Belly Up Sports and Media Network. It's time to BS, and I'm Staniel Smooth. Sports Game's back, and I'll do my heavenly best to record more, because I love doing this, and quite honestly, it gives me such joy to be able to plug in the microphone, record, and just have a good time with it. You know, it brings me such joy to be able to do that. And I want to be able to do 2 shows a week and talk some crap, you know, just have some fun in the process. You know, that's what doing this is all about. We're having a good time because this is a hobby to me. This is a very enjoyable hobby to me, and I love doing it. It's been a very eventful 2 weeks. The stitches on my finger got taken out, so that was good. And I was sick with a nasty cold or something. I don't know what the hell happened. But apparently I couldn't breathe properly while I was sleeping. No, it was not COVID. I don't think it was COVID, but I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to go with no COVID. Because, by God, when I get sick hard, and it sucks. What else is going on in the world of nonsense? So let's see here. A TikTok ban, Hannah Barron, Mercedes Moné, Seahawks moves, hockey talk. What the fuck is going on? But, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show, shall we? Well, free agency has been going on for the last last few days or so, maybe last good week. One move that has made me curious: the Tennessee Titans continue to be a joke of themselves by paying near 30-year-old Calvin Ridley $92 million, while on top of that paid 33-year-old DeAndre Hopkins, like, what did he get, like $30 million for 2 years? But couldn't pay 25-year-old A.J. Brown $100 million. Someone please explain the logic to me why this doesn't make any sense. This continuously blows my mind. I'm amazed by the amount of stupidity that continues to be thrown out the window during this free agency period. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the brilliant part about free agency. We don't know what the hell is going on. We don't know. Tyron Smith signed. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, to the Jets? Nice. Mike Williams apparently is having a visit with the what's his face? The Panthers. So that's exciting. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in free agency. Russell Wilson signed with Pittsburgh, and then Pittsburgh then proceeds to trade Kenny Pickett to Philadelphia. What else happened? Porn star Jimmy signed with the Los Angeles Rams because, fuck everything. Yeah. Aaron Donald retired. Good for him. 10 years. Good for him, dog. Quote Kyler Murray, thank God Aaron's retiring. I don't blame him. Quarterbacks rejoice. It's exciting. It's exciting. I don't know. I've also been screwing around with dieting a little bit more. I've been messing around with eating less and eating a lot more protein. Just by not eating lunch, I've been able to shed some fat off of my gut, and that does help a lot. I've always been fascinated with the whole mystery about weight loss, and I try to see what works out for me, what doesn't work for me. There's some fun with these things where you could just have fun with a little jigsaw puzzle and see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you. What else is going on? Apparently there's a big TikTok ban that just got passed. I'm curious about this. What happened? Congress apparently is in the process of passing a bill with an attempt to ban TikTok, aka data mining from China. Apparently that's what's going on. I don't believe it. When is this thing coming? I don't know what's going on. But every time I go on social media, there's always something. There's always something going on. So I've looked on some YouTube videos of like, hey, maybe you should, delete social media or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I've gone back and forth truthfully on the whole idea of like, hey, maybe I should, delete social media. Or just, I don't know. Because let's be honest here. Let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. What benefit does social media bring to your life other than the quick dopamine hit and the ability to talk to people that don't have your number? I'm going to sound like that cynical guy because, truthfully, there's a lot more to life than just going on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram, Snapchat or Facebook or whatever you use. Porn, don't care. There's a lot more to life than sticking your face on this fucking thing, your phone. There's a lot more to life than that. Here's an experiment. Try, if you have a computer, if you have like any computer at all, put all of your social media on your computer and delete everything else from your phone. Try it. See where it goes. I thought about doing it because but then again, I really don't go on a whole lot because it really doesn't benefit me to do it. It's like drugs, really. Social media is like hardcore drugs. Probably not a better example, but a better example is junk food. Social media is junk food. Everything is okay in moderation. But other than that, I really don't see a whole benefit to having social media around. This clip is definitely not getting posted to TikTok. It would get banned in a second. But, you know, I'm curious to see where this could go. This little ban, if anything. What else is going on in the world of nonsense? Why is Hannah Barron trending for being unfeminine? Look, I'm sorry she's not Sydney Sweeney, but for crap's sakes. Damn, son. Oh, boy. For those who don't know, Hannah Barron is nicknamed the Catfish Girl. And she has this massive following on social media, not only for her good looks, but also her insane talent of noodling. Which, if you don't know what that is with that quick Google search, it's barehanded catfishing. She's a redneck, let's just be honest. She's a fucking awesome redneck, you know? She makes this shit look cool. I'm like, oh, it's fucking awesome, good for you. Some twat, or some twit, let's call it that, Samira Khan, some random Twitter user, said, oh, this could be good, quote, this accent needs to be illegal and women should be banned from doing manual labor like this. So you basically just kink shame the entire South. You kink shame everything from North Carolina completely south. Like from North Carolina west over and down south in a square of, like, you know the area I'm talking about, like Texas, sort of, Alabama, like you just kink shame that entire area. What else is going on here? Followed up with, there's nothing feminine about American women. American women are literally men. Where's that button? Where's that fucking button? Here we go. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a right as an American citizen to be, or in general, wherever the hell you may be listening or watching or whatever the hell, you have a right as a citizen or as a human being to be whoever the hell you want to be. Whether it be a wizard or, you know, a trapeze artist or whatever the hell. Picking on someone or making fun of someone or something because you're not into it or you don't think it's, quote, cool or, quote, hip is just flat out stupid. That's the equivalent of saying, I don't like this, therefore I'm right. Or, which is also equivalent to, my dick is bigger, therefore I'm right. Like, okay, she's being awesome. Not only is she fucking hot, but she's redneck and she's doing her thing. Barron also responded with, oh, this is going to be fucking great. And I already can't wait. Barron quickly hit back at Khan in a video on Instagram saying, these folks talking about me thinking they're going to offend me. That ship sailed a long time ago. I've been getting picked on my whole life. I grew up around men. Well, don't try to be scared to build your own box and don't try to fit into everyone else's. Be your own person. You'd be happier in the long run because of that. Literally fucking thank you. This is a big problem that I see with society, where you try so hard to be someone else, to be this person or thing that you claim you want to be, but that it just makes you boring. You stole a personality because, you know, TikTok or Instagram told you to. Like, there's a lot of people in this world that aren't fucking special, that want to find something that makes them special. Like, whether you have to ID someone by, like, their tattoos or their piercings or, you know, their truck or whatever, or their hairstyle. It's just, it makes you just fucking boring. And I'm sorry that you are an insecure little bitch who just can't seem to find their own personality and you have to steal it from someone else because it makes you a boring fucking human being. So the fact that you are picking on this woman or anyone just because that's not cool, therefore I don't like it. How to tell you're insecure without saying you're insecure is essentially what this is. All right, what else happened in the world of nonsense? Sasha Banks, or formerly known as Sasha Banks, now go by the name Mercedes Moné. In all seriousness, though, good for her. You know, she debuted with AEW this past Wednesday as a recording in her hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. And you know what? Good for her. Seriously. If the contract is reportedly said what was the highest paid woman in all professional wrestling, good for her. Seriously, good for her. And you know what? AEW built her like a star. They presented her like she's, all right, I am the star of the show now. Not Deonna Purrazzo, not Toni Storm. Nah, bitch, I'm the star. And you know what? She fucking deserves that shit. I think in 6 months, she will be the next AEW Women's Champion. If not that, then at least the TBS Champion. Because it looks like they're trying to feud with her and Julia Hart for the TBS title. You know, it's exciting because I really do want AEW to succeed. I want them to do well, and their roster is stacked. It's a Hall of Fame worthy roster. It's the booking I have a problem with. Because I got a lot of flack on my previous AEW clip that I posted about saying that, oh, you just don't understand. You'll never understand that it's indie wrestling or whatever. Yeah, that's what it is. It's indie wrestling. But they're too talented of a roster to be considered indie wrestling. You know? Tony Khan needs, like, I would put Jeff Jarrett and Bryan Danielson in charge of booking. Just don't hire Vince Russo. Because we know on 2 different occasions how much that stunk. But I'm happy for Sasha. I'm happy that she's, you know, she looks great. She looks like a fucking star. And that's good because, you know, after being in Japan for a year, she fucking deserves this shit, man. You know, she deserves all the praise in the world, and she's going to get it. Because that fan base will get glued to anyone in AEW land. And that's good, because that means they're passionate. And we like these things. We don't kink shame. But, nah, Mercedes Moné has officially arrived in AEW. Money time, bitch. Note to self, don't live stream anymore. Unless deemed absolutely positively necessary. I tried live streaming this last night, and it was not a good show. It was I crapped out immediately. Let's see what else is going on here in the world of bullshit today. 4 WrestleMania matches are now official for WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. Also, Paul Heyman will headline the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2024, but back to the matches, and then I'll get to Paulie. AJ Styles versus LA Knight. Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton, a triple threat for the United States Championship. Jimmy and Jey Uso will face each other. Sami Zayn and Gunther for the Intercontinental title. By the way, that reaction's going to that match. It might be a triple threat. Paul Heyman to be inducted and headline the Hall of Fame class of 2024. Ever since WrestleMania was announced to be in Philadelphia this year, it only made sense. Paul's baby, ECW, granted, lost a shitload of money, but at the same point, it left an everlasting impact on, you know, new wrestling fans. He's going to be headlining the Hall of Fame this year, and couldn't have had a more deserving guy. He's a giant in this business and deserves all the fucking accolades he gets. And he's fitting perfectly with this new bloodline story, which apparently is in the 9th inning. And The Rock, by the way, Hollywood Rock has made his glorious return. That's exciting. And he's fitting perfectly in this heelish role of his. It's fantastic. But speaking of The Rock, he and his cousin Roman Reigns, even though they're technically not related by blood, but who cares, versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes in a tag match to main event night 1 of WrestleMania 40. This is going to be a fucking awesome event, isn't it? This is going to be fucking awesome. I can't fucking wait. I genuinely can't wait. What else happened? Seahawks made a lot of moves. Most notably, they released Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, Will Dissly, Brian Moné, and Nick Bellore to create a lot of cap space. The most notable ones are Adams, Diggs, and Dissly, which, let's be honest here, those three were expected. They also re-signed Leonard Williams, Mike Jackson, Artie Burns, Darryl Taylor, Noah Fant. The big free agent moves were Farrell Brown, Terrell Dodson, Jerome Baker, Rayshawn Jenkins, George Fant, Nick Harris, and trading for Sam Howell. Oh, boy. This team will either be in a retool year this year or will be better than probably expected, but we shall see. And more moves are coming. Remember, Jadeveon Clowney, a former Raven and former Seahawk, is still out there. We'll see. The Jamal Adams trade. Well, release, let's call it that. The trade itself, we pretty much know what our overall thought on that is. It was awful. It was such a bad deal. I was excited from the get-go, but could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better. You could blame a lot of people for how he was used. You could blame Pete. You could blame Pete Carroll. You could blame Kent Norton Jr., the previous defensive coordinator. You could blame Clint Hurt, the previous defensive coordinator, who barely got to play him. That's the thing. And he missed 2 games with the Jets. Jamal Adams missed like the equivalent to 2 years with the amount of injuries that he's had. And had he not gotten hurt all the time, he probably would still be here. But even then, it was so bad. He could not cover to save his life. He was great in the run game, great as a pass rusher, but that was it. That's all he was good for. Which sucks because, again, I like the guy, but like it's just, you can't win. You can't win in this argument. It's so bad that he reset the safety market, Jamal did, and the worst of it is you give him 2 first-round picks to get him. I could go on a tangent on this deal, but I choose not to. Most notably, I'm very excited about this upcoming season. Hell, I'm pumped for the draft if I want to get this further. The moves I'm most excited for, Terrell Dodson, Jerome Baker, they're good. They're really good. Rayshawn Jenkins is really good. Nick Harris is probably going to compete with Oluwatimi for the center spot. Fant could be the new right tackle. I don't know. I mean, with Abe Lucas's knee injury, oh boy. Fant's still there. Noah Fant's still there. Farrell Brown, the new backup tight end. He can run. Dude can run. One thing we can confirm is that this defense should be better. It should be better. It absolutely should be better as a whole. Offensively, we'll definitely see about where that goes. But hey, let's get this thing rolling, shall we? I keep saying I'm going to try and live stream, but I really don't want to live stream anymore. It just continuously annoys the shit out of me, pisses me off. It just it doesn't really do me any, favor to keep doing that. It doesn't make any sense to me to keep live streaming when I really don't want. I like this way better. Just plug in a microphone, plug in the roadcaster, and hit record. That's it. It's so much better. Just do that. And, I appreciate it, I appreciate doing this whole thing. And I think as a whole, I just got to let the whole live streaming go. I think as a whole, we need to learn to let stuff go. Why not hold on to... Why do you hold on to something that already happened that you can't really change? What benefit does that bring you? It benefits nothing. It doesn't benefit you at all. There is a little clip that I remember from Avatar: The Last Airbender. These memories and these energies are meant to flow down the creek. And the past is meant to flow down the river of time. Forgive yourself for what happened and sail your boat down the river of time towards a better tomorrow. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe to the show on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Be sure to follow us on social media platforms at Staniel Smooth and at Time to BS Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the great and powerful Staniel Smooth. I'm coming to you from the lovely beaches of Long Island, New York. This has been Time to BS, and I will see you all in this life and most certainly the next one. Cheers, guys.